I had just gotten out of high school. I was married at the time, and I was at work and felt very, very ill. I had had a ruptured ectopic pregnancy, and there were at least 2 quarts of blood in my stomach, which is very life threatening. I got to the hospital, the squad took me, and then I remember a doctor saying, I think she's gone. And then I felt this beautiful peace come over me. And I was going toward this light, beautiful, beautiful light. And I heard some kind of music, but it wasn't the kind of music that we know. It was a different, I can't even explain it. It's something I've never heard before, but it was just wonderful and peaceful. And I knew I wanted to be there. And the next thing I remember, I was awake and they had operated on me. And I was very despondent, depressed. I didn't want to be there. And I said, why didn't you let me go? And it just felt absolutely wonderful. I met my husband when we were in high school. I really cared a lot for him, and he cared a lot for me. And so he went into the Navy, and he came back on leave one weekend, and I didn't realize this, but he had driven all night, didn't sleep, and we went to a square dance and had the best time. And then on the way home, he fell asleep. And my dad said, you are never to see that young man ever again. He's irresponsible. So he left for the Navy, and I never saw him again. 20 years after that, I was in the hospital and I was laying in bed, and his mom came in, and I didn't recognize her right away. And she said, Penny, do you know who's in the bed next to you? And I said, no. Says, that's Arnie's sister. Soon Arnie walked in the door. He'd gotten out of the service and he came to see her. And he looked over at me and he came over and he said, Penny. And he shook my hand and sparks flew. After I met him in the hospital, we went to lunch and decided that we just need to be together. So he told his wife that he wanted a divorce. And then I told my husband that I wanted a divorce. And we were married 3 weeks later. My husband, Arnold, we were married, I think, around 30 years. And he developed cancer of the throat. And we thought he was going to be all right. But 6 months later, he passed away. I was watching him, and all of a sudden, he just had this beautiful, peaceful look on his face. And then he was gone, and I knew where he was going. It's been very recently that I smelled your grandpa's pipe. He had this special pipe tobacco that he loved, and I smelled it, and I knew it was him. So I've had that a lot. It's a smell that I'll never forget. And he had quit smoking pipes probably 10 years before he passed away, but I still smell it. Maybe he's around, or maybe he wants to let us know everything's okay. Anyway, I'm very excited to see what happens when I'm not here so I can check up on you. I have no fears at all. It changed me. It makes me not be afraid of things, not be afraid of things happening. And it's always been with me, and that's been a long, long time ago.